Hey, less lethal people. So sorry I missed a couple of weeks there. We've been doing a lot of work on the house here. So wait and see who gets in here tonight. If we get a group coming in, uh, just chilling out, enjoying some Cafe Bustelo, my chipped mug. Oh, need to see if we got anybody tonight. So I got a video I have to do. Hey guys, how's everybody tonight? Sorry, it's been a little while. It's I've been having a crazy couple of weeks doing a little construction. I had some flooding in the basement, so we're doing a French drain in. Hey Brandon, I just saw your videos. Very good a few minutes ago. I like the way your channel's coming, and I like the testing you're doing. It's really, really good. You're doing a great job. That's awesome. Hey, Rick, what's going on? I was talking to Rick maybe last night. We were chatting on the phone. He told me I had to get on tonight and do a live. So I'm making sure that I am here for that. Let's see what this message held for review is. I can only imagine. I don't know what that is, but uh, thanks for, yeah, I appreciate the work you're doing. You're doing great with the channel. Just keep it up and keep testing and stuff. One of the things that I found, I think I have it here. So some of these chamber caps, it doesn't matter where they come, these chamber extensions, whatever they are, doesn't matter where they really come from. I've had some leak on me too, and I know they say not to, but I went and I got some of this Teflon tape that's made for gas pipes, and I just put it on regardless. It can't hurt you to do it. I know people say you don't have to, don't put any Teflon tape down, but I just put it on all of them, and it stopped the problem right away. So just use the gas tape. It's only like $2 for a roll of this stuff, but buy the one made for gas. Don't just get the regular Teflon. It'll work, but the gas one is better. So if you have anything that leaks, hey Chaz, if you have anything that leaks, it could be on any of them. What I'm noticing, all these Pistellis are different. None of them are really this. They get different numbers, not far, like 1 or 2 joules difference. And sometimes the threads are weird too. Had Angelo is I won't say what he's helping one of the guys in our community make some stuff, and he was measuring the threads. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but we're motorcycle guys and we're familiar with threads and stuff. So you have obviously American SAE and you have metric threads. And most of this stuff that we're using is a metric thread because they're made overseas. However, the threads on this Pistelli, they are metric, but they're more like something called a Whitworth. Whitworth was something used years ago in Britain. And it's a bizarre, it's somewhere in between American and metric. It's like right in the middle there. And when we measured these, some of the threads seemed to be more like a Whitworth. And Whitworth was if you had like any British motorcycle, Royal Enfield, Triumph, BSA, whatever, the threads on all of those were Whitworth on all those motors. So you had to get special tools for them if you worked with those. I know I had a couple of Triumphs in the past. So that's why I think some are leaking and some aren't. I don't necessarily know if it's the fault of the chamber caps that are being used. I think it's more the Pistelli threads. So if you put the Teflon tape, it seems to handle the problem. So yeah, yeah. But what about if my if your back itches, just take the launcher and use it. It's a good back scratch. It works. Yeah. You could use your back. You could use your launcher as your back. Just turn it over. Use the Picatinny rail. It's nice and whatever. It's nice and strong there, and it works. But how's everybody else doing? Anybody get any new goodies this week? Think that the new solstice is going to be more powerful. Hopefully, that's all I got to say. Hopefully. I got some new rounds today. I'm going to do a video later. And I got them for free, so I'll say it. Somebody sent me some new rounds to try. Um, they're called Gladiator rounds. I think a couple other guys had them. They look very nice. They're 8.8 grams, and we'll see what happens with the new Gladiator rounds. I'm going to take them. I haven't bore matched them yet. I haven't put them through the little red thingy over here, the ball gauge. I'm going to do that later. I got my DK Spencer keychain on my, because this was a gift from DK, so I got paying homage to him with that. You know, what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm talking about the Pistelli 68. That's what, yeah. So, and so the new rounds, the Gladiator rounds, I'm going to try them out tonight on a video, and I'll, weigh them and I'll put them down some barrels and see if they fit. Oh man, did you see that crazy golf ball launcher, 100 joules? It's too bad it's only one shot. I was looking at that thing and thinking, wow, what 3D printed paraphernalia as far as projectiles can we make for that? Could you imagine a big golf ball filled with OC and CS? Holy cow! Hey Rob, that would be pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool, I think. So on the threads, I think. Okay, what's Rick is saying? Wait, I think you could get a die to clean. Yeah, you're right about that. I do have dies. I gotta look at that. The way we found it out was we bought a tool that does the thread count and everything. It was like a whole kit, and it has all different things, and you put it in the threads, and it does the thread count and says the size, the pitch, and everything else. That's how we found out that they were similar to what do you call it, to Whitworth instead of like somewhere in between there. But yeah, so we can clean it up with the die, definitely. Yeah, that would be a heavy load. Could you imagine a golf ball size pepper ball? You'd take people out with that thing. That's crazy. That'd be like a pepper ball grenade launcher. That's pretty. Which there's an idea that could be done. I got what the Pistelli was 112 joules. All right, listen, 112 joules is insane. I don't know which one I got it with. I think I got 130 joules or 131 joules with an 8-inch barrel on one of them. I used a 9 CI tank from Art. I used a long chamber cap, and I used an 8-inch barrel, and I used Art's Joule rounds, and his rounds are working great for that. Yeah. Self-defense is making. Yeah, I saw that. I was thinking somebody else told me about that. That he's making metal rounds. I think that might. I haven't dropped any magazines out of mine when shooting it, but I know Brandon had a couple of them drop out. Maybe the metal magazine would help and prevent that. Maybe having a metal magazine could offset that from happening. I'm sure that they're a lot stronger than the plastic ones. That would, yeah, that would clear the room all right. Could you imagine that? Holy cow! So, Brandon, you're funny. Yep, whatever. I'm trying to stay out of the drama, and I'm not talking about certain topics because every time I talk about certain topics, I have so much other drama and bullcrap in my life that I deal with. This less lethal is the one nice thing. I like our community, and I try not to entertain everybody else's drama. 7-inch barrel with suppressor muzzle, 950 psi, 8 gram tactical AR. Yeah, you could use an 850 tank too. Listen, guys, anything over 75 joules, up to 100 joules, these things are putting out power. I mean, you don't need the 130 joules, even 112. Anything over 75 is ridiculous. It's going to do the job. No, I don't think anybody wants to get whacked with the 75 joule AR tactical round. That's for sure. Did I see the new VKS? I did not see the new VKS. I didn't even know they had a new VKS. That is cool. I don't know if I like the price of the new VKS, but I'm sure I like the new VKS. Yeah. I think they're pretty pricey. What I really, really like is that MCS has that new DI68. It's like 30, 40 joules, something like that. I don't know. You might be able to turn it up, but it looks pretty good. I think for shooting chemicals and stuff, that'd be a pretty nice, reliable launcher. I'm thinking about eventually getting one of them. I don't have any rifle launchers or any carbine style launchers. I just really have been working mostly with the Pistelli 68. I'm really happy with the Pistelli 68. I absolutely love it. It's super versatile, and I got my Intrabuster to get one of those caps on the back using the Teflon tape, and it doesn't leak. So it's working good for me now, and I'm getting really great power out of it. So for me, like the Pistelli 68, and for chemical rounds, I just carry the Byrna. I carry the Byrna, HD, and the Byrna CL for my chemical rounds, and I'm really happy with it. And in my Byrna HD, actually, and I actually tried them also. They worked in my Grimberg Gavel carry. I got these 68 cal rounds that I did that video on. Remember the other day, I shot one out of the Byrna, and I got them from Home Defense 24. They're CS and OC mixed. I just shot another one the other day. I should have videoed it out of the Gavel carry. Dude, it didn't break in the barrel. It went fine. And the dispersal was just amazing. When it hit, it just everywhere. It went up. I'm really, really liking the rounds from Home Defense 24. Incidentally, I got to stop. I'm going to say this on the live, and I'm going to put it in my video later. I ordered weeks ago and paid everything. Rick knows the situation. I've been talking to Airgun Ninja Rick about it. The stuff from Home Defense 24 that's on back order, it has been ordered, it has been paid for. We've been on the phone with UPS every single day for multiple hours at a time, calling them back. We're having some sort of technical issues here with the UPS, so we're hoping that we get the package any day. But if you have stuff on back order, it has been paid for, it has been ordered, it is somewhat here. We're just waiting for the stuff. One of the things that I'm working on with that is barrels for the BP50, because I ordered a bunch of them so we can get some nice new barrels cut down for the BP50. So that's why I haven't put them up yet on the site or any BP50 stuff. Yeah, it's my favorite launcher for sure. Yeah, X68 is the king. It is the king. I can't see, for the price and everything, it's great, and it's serviceable. That's the other thing, you don't have to send it somewhere to get it serviced. And I'm going to tell you, KT is great. I ordered a couple of those X68s, and I did get one that was malfunctioning. It was auto firing, and it wasn't working right out of the box. I didn't even play with it. Because it was brand new, I called him up. He said, send it back, and he sent me a new one. No questions asked. So his customer service is great at Defense Innovations and Modern Combat Sports. I really like the X68, and I don't have any complaints with my Byrnas either. As long as you realize they are great for chemicals, they're reliable. They're all working on me. I mean, I keep them, in good shape. I don't abuse them or anything, but yeah, they're all working fine. By the way, hello. Finally, I've been going crazy working on a video setup for and website. Cool. Awesome. I think you're going to do great with that. Hey, Rick, what do you say? I wish I had an X68 to dissect and see what the difference, more power in the Intrabuster. Yeah, I don't know. My Intrabuster is slightly different than the X68. And the reason I can tell that is just in the chamber cap on the back with the little piece that comes out, like the firing pin or whatever it was that Brandon was showing us in his video, it's slightly different. It fits, but not fully. It's a little smaller, that screw in the back. And when I put one from an X68 on the Intrabuster, it leaked. So I just wound up putting the stock Intrabuster one back on. But yeah, it's very, very slightly different. I don't know what it is. Same with the power. There's like 5 more joules power in the Intrabuster. Um, the 8-gram X68 projectiles, they're awesome. The 8 grams are awesome. They're a perfect all around round. And if you have a high powered 68, like if you put that cap on the back, you could shoot the 10 grams. The 10 grams are wicked too. But if you're using HPA, try the 10 grams. Woo, they are wild also. I know Sterling gets a lot of crap, but when I got into this 3 years ago, he is the one. All right, so I am not going to say anything. I'm trying this whole thing not to say anything negative. Um, I'm going to say something positive about him. He is a master machinist. He has great materials, and you got to give the guy. He knows how to work these machines, and he does a good job. His products look really, really good, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I just get sometimes upset with his bedside manner because he's abrasive and nasty. And not that my feelings are hurt or anything, but I've gone back and forth with him. But he makes great. He knows what he's doing. He's an intelligent guy, and he has you know great machining skills. I mean, I would trust his stuff 100%. And you know, and I think that not all these Pastellis are created equally. They're all different. And his materials probably are really good. He probably does use, he's not using recycled aluminum and crap from other countries. He's using nice solid blocks of aluminum here. He puts time. Let me just say this. I will defend all these guys, whether we get along or we don't. When it comes to making this stuff, he has super expensive equipment he's got to pay for. And not only is the equipment expensive, but the tooling for it, the blades to cut the metal, the electric to run it. These machines, they require upgrades and they require maintenance all the time. And it's not, you can't be making these things for $20 and sending them out. For the metal alone is a fortune. It's just, if you've ever looked at like aluminum stock and stuff, it's not cheap like it was years ago. It's a lot of money. And hours and hours go into making stuff. And I'm sure, I don't know, but I'm just guessing this off the top of my head. I'm sure when you make these things, because I know when Angelo, I should say, 3D prints them, you go through 4 or 5 prototypes, maybe even more, before you get a good one. So you have to waste a lot of material, and metal is a lot more costly than 3D print filament. So you got to give guys credit for doing this. I mean, he's doing a great job. So I'll never knock somebody for that. I want to be the good person. I'll never say anything bad about people, but he's doing a good job, and he makes cool stuff. Thank God he can do that. Someday we may not be able to get anything from overseas, so it's important that we do try to make stuff here. That's what I wanted to get on the chat. I respect your work and your people skills. Oh, thank you. That's a very, very nice compliment. I want to stay looking at the positive things of everybody, and honestly, as a community we really need to, instead of bickering and busting each other's chops, every single person, no matter who they are in this community, can provide something good. We can all learn from each other, and we can all come together to help each other out. And everybody has different levels of knowledge. I mean, some of these guys like him, he's been doing this a long time. He does have knowledge. You can't take that away from somebody. Same thing, you can't take, you got a guy that's doing this for, decades, and they know what they're doing. And one of the greatest guy right here, one of the most intelligent, smartest guys who comes up with magnificent ideas, and you guys should pick his brain, is Airgun Ninja Rick. And if we could figure out a way where we could get him, we got to figure out some way. I got to get my ass in gear, and we got to figure out some way we could bring guests on here and do this, because he's somebody you guys should all reach out to. I hope he doesn't get mad for me saying that. But Rick has really good idea and maintenance ideas to maintain launches. We were talking the other day about his special formula for grease. He has never blown, I'm sorry I'm saying it, Rick, but he has never blown an O-ring in the Intrabuster. Some guys have done it a couple of times and had to replace him. He knows how to maintain markers, and somebody like him, you can learn so much from. I learn from Rick all the time. We'll talk for hours sometimes at night on the phone, and every conversation I have with him, I come away learning something new that I didn't learn, or thinking of something outside the box in a different way. It's really cool. Hey, Wade. Thank you for being, man, my eyes are getting so bad. They're blurry and everything. My age, as you get older, the eyes get worse. Thank you for being fair with SSD. He's a little, yeah, that's it. He just has a rough bedside manner. That's it. But if you could get past the bedside manner, and I've gone back and forth with him, he's gone back and forth with me, but he knows what he's talking about. He does make, he's an artist. He really is, and a craftsman. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Pete? How are you? So yeah, I don't know, for guys that might be just joining, I'll tell you again, the stuff I got coming from Home Defense 24, we're having a devil of a job. It's been ordered. It's been sent here. It's sitting at UPS. I don't know what the heck the problem is. I've spent multiple hours a day on, like, I do my work around the house, and I've been on hold for 3-4 hours with them. So it's just, we're waiting. Hey, let's see what he's saying. Yeah, wait, thank you. Everything. I have a friend. Yep. AR, sorry for. It's all right. We don't care about spelling over here. Yeah, DK Spencer. Oh yeah, Room Rebel. He got that nice new 1911 looking one that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yep. Jeff. All the guys. Everybody has a lot of knowledge. And that's the important thing. Just be straight shooter. Be honest with people. Don't be selfish in this hobby. We have to all help each other out. That's all we could do. Yeah. DK has been great to me. I'm going to be honest with you. I met him, his family, we became friends over this. He's been the most honest, nicest guy in the world. And he will go above and beyond for everybody. He's a good man. He really is, and has a good family. He's good people. So, and that's what I want to try to look for in everybody, is the good, the positive. Yeah. Hey, how are you? All right. We are a real less, 100%. We're a Less Than Lethal fan. 100%. We really are. Everybody here is. And we all really, come to get along and get together. And I'll tell you, there's, some of the other things, other guys that had channels out there that, we had talked about this, they're turning it around, doing a lot of good now, more educational stuff. And speaking of that, I think I told everybody, I got stuck with a bunch of these 12-gram threaded CO2s, and I didn't know what to do with them. I put them in my Pistelli, and they worked. I just put them in because you just puncture them. The thread doesn't make a difference. And they're working good in my Pistelli. And I think they might have a little more because they fit kind of tight inside the CO2 port. When you push it in, I have to pull it out with a pair of pliers. But they're working good, so I threw them in there. And I'm just using them up. Hey, Greg, just got my, oh, nice. You got a chronograph, Pete. But I don't know how to do the math to get the joules. All right. The best way to do is type into your cell phone. I'm on my cell phone's on the thing. I'm talking to it. The best way is, once you get the feet per second and you weigh your ball and you get the gram of whatever the projectile is, just go on your phone and type in Joule calculator or kinetic calculator. A thing comes up, and you could save it, and you just plug it in. You put feet per second, and the phone will do it for you. So you don't have to do it on the chronograph. You just do it on your phone. Just write down the feet per second each shot you get, and just write down the weight, and then go to your phone. It's a website. It's free. You just click on it, and it's the Joule calculator or kinetic calculator, something like that, and it'll do it for you. But that's how I do it. I just do it on the cell phone. AI Tactical and I have spoke a bit too. Yeah, Art is a great guy. I really love him. We talk a lot on the phone, and you know, he's a hard worker, Art, and he's really about customer support. A lot from talking. Yes, you do learn a lot from talking to everybody. Is only one person that bashes me. Listen, don't even let it get to you. Just pass by the people that bash you and keep going. Just keep doing you. I missed out making millions with Airbnb, being a YouTuber, and even Bitcoin, and now I'm gonna miss out. Hey, and being a pioneer. You listen. You know what I learned? I went from having a job where I was making very good money years ago to just being happy. And it's better to be happy. The coffin has no pockets. That's it. And you don't know when you last. I mean, nobody wants to be, in debt and have that. You want to live fine. But listen, whether you drop dead with $1 million in your pocket or you drop dead with $1 million in debt, you're not taking either one with you. And nobody's coming after you to get either one. That's it. Coffin has no pockets. You got to enjoy your life now, and you got to do what you got to do to be happy. If you're happy and you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. That's it. It's a plain simple truth. I started using I don't oh yeah, the Garmin chronograph, yeah, which is nice because you can print. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who TG is either, unless you know, the only TG I know was a Wise Guy Captain where I used to live back in the day, and I used to work at one of his places. But he didn't spell it TGEE. It was just TG. Give me an explanation and just move forward. I don't know who this TG is. Yeah. Who are you talking? Yeah, I guess there's a bunch of us that don't know who that is. 1000% happy. Also, I'm station. Yeah, I haven't talked too much about this. I got to get my Sawtooth back. I gave it to my buddy Max to use for a little while because I want to try some stuff. I might get myself another Salt. That's a great launcher, man. The Salt, it really is. I own a 6 since. Oh God, AC, were you in the motorcycle accident? Oh my God. I'm sorry, dude. AC, do you still? I'm a huge motorcyclist. I'm into the whole. I like the club scene and all that other stuff. And I just got my old lady. She got her license for me because I wanted her to. And it's one of the horrible things. I had my fair share back in the day. I hit a deer back in 2000 on a bike. But do you still ride? Are you able to still ride? Yeah, yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. So you still ride then? If you still ride, thumbs up. Keep on riding. I saw a guy the other day. I couldn't believe it. He had a bike. He had a Fat Boy, and it had no handlebars, nothing on it. Next to it, like attached to it, was this thing he rolled up on a wheelchair, and a sidebar, and he was in the wheelchair, like on a chariot, next to his bike, riding down the road. And I just thought to myself, man, anytime I complain, I need to just kick my own self in the ass, because this is a guy who didn't give up, and he made it work. He did not give up. He rode his bike on a wheelchair connected to the side, doing 60, 70 miles an hour down the road. I couldn't believe he was riding with a pack of guys. And I was, well, not a pack, but maybe 4 or 5. And it was just, my old lady looked at me and she said to me, same thing. She said, wow. And that's all you could say is wow. And my old lady, she's not really a biker chick at all. I'm trying to make her that way by, getting her a license. And she'll come to like different clubs and stuff when we go, to parties and out to eat at some of the clubs over here and stuff. It's pretty cool, but I'm trying to get her into it. My name is Chris. Hey, Chris. I just lost my best friend. I just lost my best friend, Mom, and I have. Oh my God, you poor thing, Chris. I'm sorry. There's so many bills stacking up, and anyone please help me. Oh, yeah, you can always reach out to people and see. I mean, we feel bad. Well, we like to help everybody with stuff, but we really don't do that on here. We got to find out a little bit more about you and stuff. But, we're definitely going to keep you in our prayers. Broke both femurs, both ankles. Holy Christ. Pelvis. Oh my God. Brachial plexus. Ugh. So you have pain in your ear. Oh my God. You're lucky to be alive, dude. You're lucky to be alive. Yeah, I was a prospect in a particular club, and I saw some unbrotherly stuff, and I decided that particular club was not the right route for me. So in the process now. I have a couple of friends that are club members in some other clubs, and I'm seeking a different avenue. But the club that I prospected in, it wasn't the right fit for me. I saw some. I'm looking more for a different brotherly. I don't think anybody should ever talk bad about their brothers, and I don't think they should ever put their brothers at risk for things. And if I see that, that's not for me. Prosthetic hip. Wow, that must have been a long recovery, man. Hip is a rough one, dude. Hip is rough. Yeah, hip is rough. That was a misspell, right? What amazes me, people get hurt every day in car wrecks, but when it's a scooter, it's don't ride. Yeah, never. Yeah. It's crazy where I live, and I'm sure where most of you live too. Like the deer are deer are crazy. I mean, I've had deer hit my car. Like I'd be driving, and the deer would run out and just whack right into the side twice. Excuse me, it happened to us, 2 different cars, but yeah, I had it once on the motorcycle, but I hit the deer. The deer didn't hit me. Yeah, I know. Have both my God, yeah, Airgun Ninja Rick. He's been through a lot of surgeries and stuff, and yeah, we talk about that too. I haven't had any hips yet. I have broken most of my bones. I broke my ribs so many times I can't even keep count of it, and my feet too. I broke my feet like 4 times, 2 each foot. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going down to hang out with the old lady. She came home tonight. She was going to go to Zumba class. She didn't. Had a migraine. So we had pizza before. So I'm going to go get Angelo, and we're going to head down and spend a little time, go finish my Cafe Bustelo. Maybe make another cup of it. I don't think I had enough coffee today. So guys, good night. Good night, Brandon. I look forward to seeing more of your videos, buddy. Good stuff. And if you have to reach out to me, you know, you guys want to talk about anything, you know, other, we can talk privately on the, just message me on Messenger or whatever, and, you know, I'll get you my number. We'll talk. All right. All right. Good night, guys. Stay safe. God bless.